And it's time for the hot topic of the hour. President-elect Trump threatening to take back control of the Panama Canal, accusing the country of charging excessive rates to use the shipping passage. Trump criticizing former President Carter for relinquishing control of the canal in the 70s, saying the U.S. is being ripped off. Listen.
If the principles, both moral and legal, of this magnanimous gesture of giving are not followed, then we will demand that the Panama Canal be returned to the United States of America in full, quickly, and without question. I'm not going to stand for it.
The United States is the top user of the Panama Canal. About 70% of the ships moving through the passageway are either coming into or leaving U.S. ports. But the Center for Strategic and International Studies finding China's increasing influence in and around the canal has made the waterway an international point of focus. Now the president of Panama is firing back against Trump's threats. Listen.
I want to express that every square meter of the Panama Canal and its adjacent areas belong to Panama and will continue to belong to Panama. The sovereignty and independence of our country are not negotiable.
Trump also setting his sights on Greenland, again writing this on Truth Social, quote, for purposes of national security and freedom throughout the world, the United States of America feels that the ownership and control of Greenland is an absolute necessity. Trump looked into purchasing the land back in his first term, but Danish officials rejected the notion. Jonathan, what's your reaction to all of this? These are very big headlines.
America First is back, and in a big way. And I think the first thing on the Panama Canal, which is kind of interesting, 2 points. One, it's showing China and the rest of the world that we are reinstituting the Monroe Doctrine, which is we will protect the Western Hemisphere from foreign foes like China or anyone else. So I think that's quite important for our national security and also for the world to see that. The second is, Donald Trump is saying this in not just here, but in many other fronts, that we're not going to be ripped off just because we're more powerful and more prosperous. Doesn't mean that we have to cede that to these weaker nations or anything else and to be ripped off. So those are two important things, and I think it's going to be very important in Latin America and South America to know, particularly with the immigration, the illegal drugs, that we are going to fight hard. We're going to be a great ally, but if you're not our ally, you're going to have a price to pay, whether it's sanctions or something else. So I think these are really good things for America, and it really just shows a strong leadership, which, it's been sort of a point of virtue on the left to be weak, to show America to be weak, to condemn our own country. And I think this is a sea change, and this is a great start out of the block on that.
And something of a surprise, I have to think. President Trump, meanwhile, responding to critics who keep pushing that Elon Musk is a shadow president or that he's ceding control to the Tesla chief. Listen.
And we will create the new Department of Government Efficiency headed by Elon Musk. They're on a new kick. Russia, 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 Ukraine, 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 all the different hoaxes. And the new one is President Trump has ceded the presidency to Elon Musk. No, that's not happening. But Elon's done an amazing job. Isn't it nice to have smart people that we can rely on? But no, he's not going to be president, that I can tell you. And I'm safe. You know why? He can't be. He wasn't born in this country.
Right. Actually, that's very true. Jonathan, weigh in here. What do you make of this? I think, the left's getting carried away here, but what do you say?
Yeah, two big points. One, we've had a weak and inept leader with weak and inept people around him, and it hasn't worked out very well. That's under the Biden administration. Donald Trump is a strong leader and puts strong people around him, which is a show of strength and confidence. And of course, down the road, the media is going to be trying to create wedges between people, and there probably will be times when these two don't agree on stuff. But Donald Trump is unquestionably the president, and all the pushback against Elon Musk isn't really about any of this. It's about Elon Musk is a threat to the bureaucracy, and everyone in Washington and Washington establishment knows that, and they are so fearful, and they will fight harder. And we saw it during Trump's first administration to protect the establishment more than anything else. It seems like the highest priority of the left and the media is to keep the establishment in place. But what we've really seen is that doesn't work. The American people have not been happy with that. So it is time for a change. But Donald Trump is unquestionably in charge, and the fact that he has strong people around him should be a credit to him, not something to criticize him or anything else about.
EJ, weigh in on this one.
Well, I think this doesn't even pass the smell test. Can we imagine Donald Trump playing second fiddle to literally anybody? So there's that. There's also the fact that at no point thus far have we ever seen Elon Musk counter Trump. In other words, Trump proposes an idea and then Elon comes back and says, no, let's do something completely different. Instead, what we're seeing is Elon Musk help Trump do the very things that the president has already outlined that he wants to do. And I also think it's ironic, once again, the left is accusing other people of doing what they themselves have been doing. President Biden is clearly to some degree incapacitated and incapable of doing the job, leaving people to wonder who's actually running the show, and yet that is what they're now accusing President Trump of doing with Elon Musk.
Exactly right. All right, EJ, Jonathan, we're just getting started this morning. Stay with us.